Hey guys, welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. In today's video, we have the first bit of drip marketing for 2.5 coming up. 2.5, I always get confused with the numbers, Ron. But we've got, I'm just going to go with Foxy because, dude, you know I'm going to butcher this name as soon as I try and say it. I'll try my best. Feixiao? That's my guess. But let's just go with Foxy for now. She looks pretty damn cool. Now, we do have Wind and Hunt. So honestly, this is what I'm kind of tempted to pull on. I'll jump onto my account in a sec, show you guys where we're at, because I may have done a couple pulls for Jade and got lucky. I wasn't expecting it, but you know, I'll talk about that in a sec. But let's talk about this character first of all, based on what we actually have here. So the only other Wind Hunt we have is Danny Boy, base Danny Boy, not the imbibiter version. But this chick looks sick. I mean, this is what I consider to be a really cool design. One, her just her general outfit is like a better version of it feels like female Dan Hung, but like cooler, if that makes sense, because it's kind of got the Dan Hung vibes. This could be a completely bad take, base Dan Hung, but then it's like going next level on the design, and then obviously catered towards female. So I think this is a really cool design. The other thing that I love, I am a big fan of multi-weapons. I loved Boot Hill for the way he played, where, you know, he had the gun, he had the arm as well, then he'd like stomp as well for his attacks. But this is cool. We got the staff, we got the gun, and we got the sword. I know the gun, the sword's attached to the gun, but it's still, you got like 3 types of attacking. We've got the long range with the gun, we got the mid range covered with the staff, and then we got the close range covered with the sword. I feel like you could get some really sick combos going on with this thing, and I do really like the character design in general. And let's face it, at the end of the day, pretty much what I'm pulling for now is just character designs, because the game's kind of on auto for me, so we'll have to wait and see how powerful she is. But my kind of strategy has been looking towards getting the powerful heroes as they come and going deep into them. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go deep enough into this character to make me pull. And I don't want to just go back to getting one copy of every character. I want to get that heavy investment into characters that I think warranted. So that's the one reason I might skip this character. But in general, I think she looks pretty sick overall. Really cool character, although I don't really have any hunt characters built, so that could be an option for me on my account. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I do it. The only one I really have built is Feixiao, because we got him for free, obviously. But besides that, I've never really pulled on a single target unit. I've been going the destruction path. But let's jump over quickly, and I'll show you kind of where I'm at on my account and why I may end up skipping this one, even though I really do like the character, because as you can see over here, you know, like little mild flex time. I just jumped on, was it yesterday or the day before? I wasn't going to go for Jade. I had no interest. But the one area of the game that I can't auto to max stars is pure fiction. So I was like, you know what, let's just put a few summons in. If we get Jade, we get Jade, happy days. If not, you know, it doesn't matter. So you can see we got Jade there. And then if we go here, she was on page 2. Dude, this arrow is the worst thing in the game. It's the biggest bug. They need to fix it. But if we go back here to 6, dude, like this button just does not work for me. Holy shit, it's the worst thing. There you go. There's my Firefly on page 7. So in 30 pulls, I managed to nab myself a Jade, which was pretty clutch for my account. Now, all I wanted with Jade was Jade. I know I said I am going deeper on characters because I'll recap what I've got, but I only wanted a base copy of Jade because that was going to be good enough for me in pure fiction. Now, the other option I do have on my account still is this, where I'm still waiting to see, because I still have my selector. I haven't used it because I can either pick up Himiko or E1 Bronya. Bronya I've never used yet. I picked her up during my Firefly summons, and I've semi-built her, but I just haven't seen the point in using her yet. And Himiko is the one that I might pick up if I start to struggle in pure fiction, so I'm just holding on to this as a reserve. But just due to my roster, basically, and like I can show you how scuffed my pure fiction run was. I just ran in and slapped it on auto. This was my team. So there you go. That was my team. I had the Firefly comp with a Clara in it. And then I just had the Jade Herder with Acheron in it as my other team. Like these, they're not massively optimized teams. I mean, Firefly with those two is good, but you know, not pure fiction catered. But wait, was that pure fiction? Yeah, that was pure fiction. So like, it's not crazy, but like It just works. So at the moment, I'm on the train where, if you take a look at my account and what we have, we've got the Firefly at E2 S1. We've got the Acheron. There it is, the E0 S1 Acheron, which like these two characters, just by far, in my opinion, the funnest characters in the game, and they just rip face. Honestly, Firefly, there's been nothing better than Firefly. I enjoyed just, even just on auto, just listening to her voice lines and stuff, how it's got like the Firefly voice and the Sam voice. It's just sick. But anyway, basically, when we look at my teams, let's just bounce out and look at my teams. So essentially, I have this team as one of my teams, and this team as one of my teams. Now, obviously, I could go for some different supports. My supports are pretty dated, but at the end of the day, like in Pure Fiction, I just drop Locha completely and slap another support in. Like, I can just work around with it. Like, I mean, I could build up Gallagher, but I just have no need. Basically, that's where I'm at. Maybe I pull for a new sustain. Sorry, when I say support, I meant sustain. Maybe I could pull for a new sustain that would, like, when one comes out in the future, but in general, like I said, between these two teams, I pretty much just hard auto MOC and the new mode. Dude, I can never remember what it's called. The single target mode. Like these two teams just face roll it on auto. Once again, E2 S1 Firefly and just S1 Acheron. It's just plenty good enough. There's like Silver Wolf doesn't have Light Cone or anything like that. Run Mate doesn't have Light Cone or Eidolons. Neither does Locha. It's just literally those two carrying hard. So when I look to pull a character, like I said, even though this chick looks cool as hell, and I just love the idea of having like these multi-weapon characters, I don't think I'm going to be able to invest enough, and I think it's just smarter for me to wait until maybe I want to say maybe I wait for another like 3 patches. I think by then, because I honestly feel, and I put this in a video before, I feel like Firefly and Acheron were like the Imbibitor Lunae Jingliu moment, where when Imbibitor Lunae came out, it was like, that is a crazy amount of power, and then Jingliu came out, like, what, it gets better, and we kind of had that with Acheron into Firefly, and now I feel like we're going to get that breather period where we don't have anything that OP for a few patches. So what my actual plan, even though I like this new character, I think I'm just going to skip. I think I just skip the next few patches. It's going to kill me if like tomorrow's drip marketing is another sick character. Having said that, if it's a mech or like some sort of Ifrit type character, like if it's some sort of cool ass character, you know I'm going to go as far as I can with every Stellar Jade I have, because like Firefly, like mechs are cool. So if it's a really cool character on that next level, like S+ tier looks vibe for me, I will go for it. But in general, I think the play for me is to just skip and then just basically rinse and repeat. Wait for the next double power creep that they pop in, and then go for that, and go for Eidolons and Light Cones into that. But like I said, the Jade in 30 was super clutch because I really don't have that much AoE. You know, we've got the Herder built, but my Herder's gear's trash and everything. So the good thing with Jade as well is I had a decent build to slap on her. Now I can put a crit damage chest, but then she really drops in crit rate. So that's kind of where she's floating at. Like, it's not busted, but it's a decent set that I had. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then we just got the Herder Shop Light Cone, and that's pretty good for me. But that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. Dude, it is a cool character. It is a cool character. Way cooler than Jade, in my opinion. I like this type of character, but yeah. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Dude, just the design, man. The design is so cool. I love that gun sword thing. Like, it is cool as shit, but painfully, I think I'm going to skip. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.